Alicia Fox is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Ponce Vedra Beach, Florida, Alicia Fox.
Alicia, no stranger to the spotlight, to the bright lights of the big events. We're talking about the captain of Raw's Women's Survivor Series team in 2017. Like, literally, a captain with the hat and the whole nine.
Yeah, I know, I remember. Listen, Alicia Fox is one of the longest tenured females in the entire WWE. With that said, she's not the most pleasant of company.
Byron, go interview her. Ask her how she's doing. Ask her how her life's been.
I don't feel like we get along very well.
Welcome, the Empress of Tomorrow.
And from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
I don't know what it is, but Asuka just has this aura that endears her to the whole WWE universe while also terrifying her competition.
I know this might be a foreign concept to you, Saxton, but it's called charisma, and Asuka's got it in spades.
But it's not just that, Corey. Asuka truly brings it in the ring in a way that just aura and charisma can't do. No matter who she faces in the ring, even with the loss of her undefeated streak, she's always the favorite.
I certainly wouldn't bet against Asuka tonight, or any night, to be perfectly honest.
Living her dream on the grand stage. Look who it is. It's Bayley. That's my line.
And from San Jose, California, Bayley!
Michael, you feeling it?
No, Byron, I've never seen a grown man get excited about inflatable balloons before.
Well, first time for everything.
Bayley probably feels like Byron Saxton if there were an app for dating inflatable people.
If Byron had inflatable people, they'd be the Byron dummies instead of the Bayley buddies. You know what, I'm going to ignore you two Debbie Downers, and I'm going to focus on the fact that this entire stadium is consumed by Hug Life.
Guys, look who's on the grand stage.
Ready for those straight fire!
The Irish
And kicker from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch!
What a career Becky Lynch has had so far here in WWE.
Hey, listen, I remember when Becky Lynch first came to NXT, she had moved to Orlando, Florida to be a personal trainer. Never thought she'd get the opportunity to be part of this company, and now she is one of the premier superstars in our women's division.
Credited with much of the women's evolution. The Glamazon.
And from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix!
Beth Phoenix carries every team she has ever been a part of. Glamarella, the Divas of Doom, the NXT commentary table, being married to Edge. Every time she is the dominant member of the group. She's a multi-time women's champion, a Slammy winner for Best Female Competitor, and she's a Hall of Famer. Beth Phoenix, one of the all-time greats.
It was just a matter of time, and the time has arrived. Bianca Belair on the big stage, right where she belongs.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Bianca's just so naturally gifted. It's like everything comes easy to her. She is good at everything.
Without question, one of the best, most purest natural athletes we have ever seen in WWE.
Don't let the swag or the finesse fool you. Bianca Belair handles her business from bell to bell like no other.
Here on the grand stage, it's Little Miss Bliss.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She will break your heart, break your jaw, and you'll still find yourself stalking her social media pages. The goddess has arrived. What a big night this will be.
Alexa has it all.
Yeah, bad attitude.
I have a feeling, guys, this is going to be an iconic pay-per-view.
And representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
Billie Kay is one of the more unique superstars in the women's roster.
I'd say more annoying than unique.
How dare you two? What you call unique and annoying is actually iconic. Thank goodness she has someone like Peyton Royce in her life to understand her.
It looked like Billie might not have Peyton at ringside, but she might be the next best thing for her.
Okay, let's get this match going.
And what about Asuka? You talk to anyone.
I've only got one thing to say. Mella is
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
Carmella's also had some of her greatest controversies on the big stage.
Byron, she not once but twice was Miss Money in the Bank. Did you forget that?
Did you forget that she needed help?
Carmella, unbelievable career thus far in WWE, and the sky's the limit for this young lady.
What do you got, both on the bandwagon or something?
I started the bandwagon.
Here comes the Queen!
And from the Queen City, Charlotte
Charlotte has spearheaded a movement to take this women's division to a level of competition it has never seen before.
About time I heard you paid the Queen her proper respect, Saxton.
Listen, it was Charlotte who only took a couple months after her debut to win her first championship here in WWE, and Charlotte hasn't looked back since. Candice Wrestling is here.
And from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
You know, Candice is a professional baker, so I wonder if her opponents can smell what the LeRae is cooking.
Oh my God, Byron, just what I think. You couldn't possibly be any dumber. You go and say something like that and totally prove me wrong.
I thought it was good.
She is married to that nerd, Johnny Wrestling.
Just stop, Corey.
It's a global pity party.
The strongest woman in WWE history.
And the ninth wonder of the world, China!
Here she is, the ninth wonder of the world.
Of course, Andre was the eighth, but China is every bit as awe-inspiring. This is a woman who broke so many barriers in WWE. The first woman to ever compete in a Royal Rumble. The only woman to ever be Intercontinental Champion. The only woman to ever compete in the King of the Ring tournament.
And she was also one of the most dominant women's champions of the Attitude Era. Anyone standing across from her in that ring tonight had better be prepared.
She's gone from terrorizing Red and Trey to WWE superstars as Brooklyn Von Braun.
And from Fulton, New York, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun.
As Brooklyn Von Braun makes her way to the ring, it's still surreal to see her as an active competitor in WWE.
I agree, Michael. We were so used to seeing her dominate MMA for all those years that it's hard to wrap your head around this. It's time to kick things up a notch.
And from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Don't let the appearance fool you. Dakota Kai will kick your face clean off your head.
I gotta admit, in short order, I have become a huge fan of Dakota Kai.
She's been on WWE's radar for a long time before being signed to the NXT roster.
And many idols that she looked up to in sports entertainment, including one of her favorites, Finn Balor.
Representing the Bella Twins from Scottsdale, Arizona, one half of the Women's Tag Team
former champion who's very much at home on pay-per-view.
Who can forget that classic matchup in SummerSlam 2014 where Brie Bella went one-on-one with Stephanie McMahon?
I thought that was her sister.
Come on, Brie.
Corey, you can't deny that Brie's a trailblazer in the women's revolution.
And you can't deny that most of it's because there's an identical twin running by her side all the time.
On pay-per-view, Dana Brooke is in action.
And from Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Once upon a time, she was a protege of one Charlotte Flair.
There's no doubt she has beauty, there's no doubt she has power, but she also has brains.
Did you guys know that Dana Brooke has never lost a match on the same day that Byron Saxton had a date?
Really?
That's right.
Amazing.
Byron, when was your last date?
None of your business.
Exactly.
This is it, guys. We're ready to get this match going.
Born into this business, but handed nothing.
Kairi Sane's about to set sail.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Such an incredible story of Kairi Sane. She started off simply as a fan, attending WWE events when they came to Japan, and now an opportunity to compete here on the big stage of pay-per-view. Such a captivating entrance alone to watch. Not to mention when Kairi Sane actually competes in the ring.
All she needs is a parent.
I'm a big fan of what Kairi Sane brings to sports entertainment.
Thanks, Corey. I cannot wait to see what Kairi Sane brings to the table here tonight. Very charismatic young lady.
Nasties beware. The lady of WWE is here.
And from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
Some may say she has a bad attitude, but Lacey Evans is as tough as they come, both inside and out of the ring. She's a former Marine who spent 5 years as a military police officer with a special reaction team.
Lacey Evans is the real deal and a real lady.
Oh, here we go again. I don't deny what Lacey's done in her life outside of WWE or in that ring, but I just don't think I'll ever understand how cheap shots and currying favor with authority figures are anything resembling ladylike behavior.
You know what, Byron? You don't have to understand it. You don't even have to like it. Neither do her opponents. They just have to brace for the woman's right.
The talented Josie Jane is here.
And from Los Angeles, Josie Jane.
For all we know, this is the biggest stage that Josie Jane has ever competed on. We'll have to see if that affects her in any way tonight.
I think it all depends on the individual. I've seen competitors thrive while others have crumbled. In just a few moments, we'll find out if Josie can handle the pressure.
Look who's here!
And from Moscow, the ravishing Russian, Lana!
Anybody that's ever ridiculed Lana doesn't know what they're talking about. She's incredibly beautiful, incredibly talented. Speaks like 31 languages. Byron has none of those things.
Whoa, I
know,
never...
but Byron's criticized all those things.
I did not. That's not true. I respect Lana.
Byron, I think these women may be caught off guard a bit by this stellar crowd reaction they're receiving here.
I don't know why, Michael. It seems like they get one of the biggest reactions each and every week. You think they'd be used to it by now.
Shirai is here.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai!
Michael, you had the chance to call Io Shirai's first matches in WWE as part of the Mae Young Classic. Do you have any particular insight to bring to us tonight?
Absolutely. Io Shirai is a one-of-a-kind talent, and that's apparent from the second the bell rings.
Oh, you're absolutely right. In such a short time in NXT, she's already made waves in the women's division with her incomparable in-ring skill and her no-nonsense attitude.
Let's see if making waves can lead to making wins and making money, though.
No denying that alongside her bestie, Trish Stratus, Lita is one of the cornerstones of the women's evolution.
You have a good point, Byron. It's hard to imagine where the women's division would even be without her unorthodox style in and out of the ring.
She's already got a Hall of Fame ring to show for it, but I'm sure that once the bell rings, the WWE Universe will be more than ready to let her know one more time that she's still got it.
Ember Moon is on the prowl.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon!
Ember Moon has become something of a loner here. The rest of the women's locker room doesn't seem to understand her.
Oh, the War Goddess isn't looking for friends. She's looking for worshippers, and she's found plenty in the WWE Universe.
I don't know who's more excited to get this one going, these women or this crowd.
Or Saxton. Jeez, would you relax already? I know this is a big match, but you need to be bouncing up and down like that. Come on, it's creepy.
the big stage. Here's Liv Morgan.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan came from that hole known as New Jersey and now finds herself on the big stage in WWE. What an unbelievable turn of events.
Yeah, but the thing about Liv Morgan, Corey, is she's Jersey tough. There's no doubt about that. Successful career coming in WWE. It's go time, fellas.
The Pirate Princess Kairi Sane has won championship gold.
The head baddie in charge is in the building.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Like her entrance theme states, Mia Yim considers herself the HBIC.
Language, Saxton.
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter, Corey. HBIC stands for Head Baddie in Charge.
No, it doesn't.
As someone who also calls herself the Blasian Baddie, Yim is essentially putting everyone on notice that none of them are badder than her.
I have a fundamental rule in my life. Never trust anyone who gives themselves a nickname, let alone multiple nicknames.
Words to live by from the savior of misbehavior, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Mickie James.
And from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Seeing Mickie James make her way to the ring, it's amazing that over the course of her career, she's never lost that love of competition or her infectious, peppy attitude for even a second.
Mickey's still chasing titles and enjoying the adoration of the WWE Universe.
Like all the in-ring greats, she has that never say die spirit that just can't be held down.
It's the better half of the It Couple.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maryse.
We were recently in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Cole, and I tried to marry every woman I met because they all sounded like Maryse.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Tremendous competitor in the ring. Of course, the wife to The Miz, but Maryse.
I like to refer to The Miz as Maryse's husband.
As successful as Maryse
I
has been.
love it when she does that.
She has a very questionable attitude.
Nothing to question, Byron.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Good God, Saxton.
And from Forest Lake, Minnesota, Molly Holly.
You know, Molly Holly competed in the first ever women's hair versus hair match, and she did it on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
We do all remember that she lost that hair versus hair match, right? I mean, I wouldn't go around bragging about the time I lost at WrestleMania.
And if you were Molly Holly, Corey, you'd have actually made history at WrestleMania. Feel the love! It's Maria!
Avert your gaze, Saxon. That's another man's wife.
And from Chicago, Illinois, Maria
competed against the top women's talent of the last 2 decades in WWE and ready to teach the new girls a lesson.
Saxton, if you ever had a female look at you the way Maria looks at her husband, Mike Kanellis, you would fall over and drop dead.
You'd be surprised. I meet a lot of women at the grocery store. Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoyed this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
And from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
Glow's like having a night light, so it's okay.
One of the most athletic superstars in the history of WWE.
A former pro basketball cheerleader, professional dancer, Naomi can do it all from bell to bell.
And one of the most fun and exciting entrances in all of WWE.
Never shies away from competition, always seizing the opportunity to get better. That's what feeling the glow is all about.
Oh my God, it's Christmas come early.
And from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose!
Our camera guys really need to focus on getting their cameras better. This thing is so blurry, making my eyes water.
Nothing else matters right now, Byron. God created the heavens and the earth, but those were but a prelude to Mandy Rose.
And here comes Natalya.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Product of the Hart family dungeon, carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment. Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring.
Now the daughter of Jim the Animal Neidhart, the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart.
Got the power of her father and the finesse of her uncle.
All right, it's time to kick this thing off.
And don't forget about the HBIC Mia Yim.
This is her house.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Norwich, England, Paige!
Before there were the horsewomen, before there was Rousey, there was Paige.
The first ever NXT Women's Champion. The only woman to ever hold the title in both NXT and WWE at the same time.
The leader of PCB, the leader of Absolution, the leader of the Kabuki Warriors. A woman as dangerous in your corner as she is in the ring.
Just became iconic.
I know, I see it on the Tron.
And representing the Iconics from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
I heard that Peyton Royce threw a tantrum when she learned that she wasn't teaming with Billie Kay tonight.
That is a baseless rumor, Saxton. Did you go to journalism for that? Yeah, Byron, did you go to journalism for that?
I would not dignify that with an answer. Look, Peyton Royce extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else.
She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton.
Corey, what do you make of Nikki Cross?
Well, I think she needs to be medicated and locked up, but I enjoy having her in WWE. As long as I don't have to fight her, we're good.
Nikki Cross a bit off her rocker.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
I saw her warming up for the match outside the arena a little bit ago. She was licking the pavement.
Yeah, actually,
True story.
That doesn't sound too strange.
Nikki Cross would have succeeded where the Big Chief failed and thrown the sink out the window and freed all of the whack jobs in the asylum.
You should go and do an interview with her. You like one of those sit-downs, like just you and her in the back?
Yeah, I don't think my microphone works, though.
Corey, if you were in the ring with Nikki Cross, what would you do?
Run?
That's actually pretty good advice.
Very strange individual. Here's one of the most dominant women superstars today, Rhea Ripley. She has all the potential in the world.
And from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
One of the most powerful women in all of WWE. Set a new standard of brutality in her match against Toni Storm at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool.
She became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. Sent a message to the entire world in the 2017 and 2018 Mae Young Classic tournaments.
The Bella Army is in the house.
And representing the Bella Twins from Scottsdale, Arizona, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Nikki Bella.
Every time Nikki Bella steps into that ring, she proves just how fearless she truly is. How fearless bliss she was to come back from a career-threatening injury and to continue to be part of the women's evolution.
We may not agree much, Saxton, but I think we can both agree on Nikki Bella's contributions to WWE both in and out of the ring.
Whether it's as a champion or a contender, as a brand ambassador, or even as part of one or two reality shows, Nikki always represents WWE fearlessly. The baddest woman on the planet is here.
And from Venice Beach, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey!
The excitement level in the WWE Universe is through the roof right now because someone's going to get beat up real bad.
The irresistible force.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
Hey, whenever Nia Jax enters an arena, whenever Nia Jax enters a match, everyone takes notice of the dominance that this woman is capable of.
She's beautiful, she's powerful, she's dangerous. It's like $1 million smile on a wrecking ball. Nia Jax is the irresistible force to be reckoned with.
That is a woman who looks like she owns the ring.
Been so impressed with what this young lady has accomplished in such a short time.
Her eyes will lure you in, but her style will destroy you. That is Nia Jax to a T.
And from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Riott!
Ruby Riott's made it her personal mission to make life miserable for everyone born entitled, everyone handed anything.
Ruby Riott doesn't care about anybody but herself. That's the way she likes it. Okay, guys, here we go.
Then on the other hand, there's Paige, clearly with
Byron, time to put your hair up and square up. Oh, you don't have any hair, but you get the point.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville!
Every time you see Sonya Deville step in the ring, she improves a little bit more. She's a little bit faster, a little bit tougher. The sky is the limit for this lady.
Sonya Deville, she's made history. Milestone. She competed in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, Elimination Chamber match, even the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Welcome to the Queendom.
And from Greenwich, Connecticut, Stephanie McMahon!
There's no questioning what Stephanie McMahon has done for our industry, but Well, some would say her personality can be abrasive at times.
You tell her that, Byron. Go tell Stephanie that she's abrasive.
She seems busy right now. Some would say that perhaps her attitude leaves a little bit to be desired.
Well, then some better find their way to the unemployment line.
Not me, I'm just saying.
This superstar is downright scary. As physical as they come. The Queen of Spades.
And from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Baszler will systematically break you down and enjoy every single second of it.
A lethal striker, an incredibly successful submission magician, mixed martial artist extraordinaire.
And guys, the champ comes into tonight looking to be in incredible shape.
Perhaps the best shape of her entire career, Cole. And considering the title is not on the line tonight, you have to give her credit. She clearly put extra hours in at the gym, despite being in a relatively low-risk situation, so to speak.
Women's division, I hope you're ready for a fight.
Tamina is a scary woman.
And from the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
Gentlemen, in my time here in WWE, I've had the pleasure of getting to know hundreds of superstars. Believe me when I say, with complete certainty, that there is nobody meaner than Tamina.
I can believe that. Tamina is definitely not the most approachable superstar on the women's roster.
You're both talking like any of that's a bad thing. Tamina doesn't go out to the ring to have fun. She goes out there to beat up her opponent, win the match, and leave some bruised and broken women in her wake.
Here comes Sasha.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Byron, it's always a treat to see Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks has her own swag, she's got her own confidence, and she knows how to back it up.
If there's a camera around, Sasha wants to be in front of it. If there's a spotlight out, she wants to be in the middle of it. Sasha Banks once stood in line for the opening of a refrigerator.
Corey, I don't understand what your issues are with Sasha Banks.
Dare talk to her? She's intolerable.
Or he's just jealous. He wishes he had half the bling that Sasha has.
Rock and roll! Saxton, never say rock and roll again. I beg you.
Why?
And from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm has spent years honing her craft, carving her path to WWE by way of Australia. Time spent in Europe, even in Japan before arriving in NXT and making a mark.
Toni Storm is one of those people who sees great success everywhere she goes, and WWE has been no exception. The Mae Young Classic, the NXT UK Women's Championship, Toni Storm and winning are seemingly synonymous. I'll give you that, Cole.
There's a big hunt happening tonight.
Kentucky, Sarah Logan.
Brought up on her daddy's tater farm in Kentucky. She used to hunt for a living and then cook the food for her family. That is what Logan is all about. She also lives the Viking lifestyle. She's a direct descendant of Eric the Red.
She's been blessed by the gods to be favored in battle.
The ruthless and calculating Zelina Vega.
And from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Zelina Vega.
Even though she's competing instead of managing tonight, Zelina Vega remains all business.
Vega knows that to get ahead in this business, you need a laser-sharp focus. It doesn't matter if she's managing, competing. Heck, she could be selling T-shirts at the concession stand, and she'd still have a plan to be on top when it's all said and done.
Well, when it comes to the women's division, it doesn't get much more exciting than what we have coming up here.
Boy, that's the truth. In fact, you can almost feel the anticipation level swell inside the arena as we get closer to the opening bell.
Okay, guys, we're ready to get this one underway. Providence is fired up for this one, guys, and rightfully so. This match is going to be... Here comes the Queen!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Corey, many people believe Charlotte may be the best pure athlete the women's division has ever seen.
It's hard to argue that statement. Charlotte Flair has backed up every claim she has made since arriving at WWE.
Listen, it was Charlotte who only took a couple months after her debut to win her first championship here at WWE, and Charlotte hasn't looked back since.
It's boss time! Here comes Sasha!
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Hey, Cole, is it still boss time? Heck yes!
Sasha Banks is a multi-time women's champion and was one half of the inaugural women's tag team champions. Now that is a boss.
She agrees with my philosophy that there are no friendships in this business.
Oh, come on, Corey. Sasha Banks has had plenty of friendships.
Yeah, they flourished just as long as Banks needed them to.
Oh, I wish you'd just stop.
Mella is money!
And from Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
You know, if Carmella spent half as much time worrying about the competition as she does 7-second dance breaks and being R-Truth's caregiver, she'd actually be at the top of the women's division here in WWE. I'm just saying, eventually you gotta pick a lane. Carmella might just pick the wrong... Wait, no, never mind, she just texted me.
I think she's an unbelievable talent.
Mella is money. tell us about how inspired you are.
Not just me, Corey, but the entire WWE Universe. Nikki Bella, she is fearless. She is driven.
Great role model as well. You should strive to be more like Nikki Bella, former champion.
The world wouldn't know what to do with two of me. Oh, gosh, don't even let us think about it. Shut up, Byron.
And here comes the man. And from Dublin, Ireland, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
What a career Becky Lynch has had so far here in WWE.
I remember when Becky Lynch first came to NXT, she had moved to Orlando, Florida to be a personal trainer. Never thought she'd get the opportunity to be part of this company, and now she is one of the premier superstars in our women's division.
Credited with much of the women's evolution. Here comes Trish Stratus, one of the all-time greats.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus, the first woman to main event a Monday Night Raw.
Trish has a resume a mile long, but plain and simple, she may be the single greatest female superstar to ever step foot in a WWE ring.
Yeah, a true trailblazer in the women's division. What a treat to see Trish Stratus in action here tonight.
Saxton, I'm going to tell you right now, if you try to hug me, I'm going to end up in jail.
Hey, man, hug lives for everybody.
And from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Bayley's brought a new attitude, a new edge, and it brought her Money in the Bank and the SmackDown Women's title.
Bayley is the first ever women's WWE Grand Slam champion, NXT Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, and Women's Tag Team Champion.
I know a guy who said Bayley asked him for a hug, and after he accepted, she ended up stealing his wallet. You just hate to see something like that.
That's not true.
It's glow time! And from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
For the love of all that is holy, Saxton, quit dancing.
Corey, I can't help it. I'm feeling the glow.
She won the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, won the first ever WrestleMania SmackDown Women's title match, yet still, Naomi is one of the most underrated stars in WWE.
bob your head, Corey, when Naomi comes out. How can you not get lost in the moment? Go ahead, Naomi, get it, girl.
Unbiased broadcaster, Saxton.
Or just a grump.
Looks like we're ready to kick this thing off.
And then there's a woman standing across